I really prefer asking for forgiveness and not permission. So what we've been doing kind of lately on Friday nights is launching TSVs that should be saved until midnight when they kick off, and we've been scooching them up. Because right now, a lot of you are watching and you're wondering, I wonder what that TSV is. Oh, but I'll be asleep. Today, here's what I ate, and then you'll understand why I am not unlike a lot of you, 90% of US Americans. The gals, the guys, the adults are not getting the regular, allotted, recommended daily vegetables and thereby nutrition every single day in their diet. So today I woke up, I had an egg, protein, that's good, on a crumpet, great. However, then we hit a real skid zone at 4 o'clock. The core meal I had today was a Wendy's Baconator. It was awesome. Bacon, the whole deal. Triple patties, delicious. And then I polished it off an hour later with 10 M&Ms, and that's the only food I've had today. So these are for you and me. If your life is busy, if you don't cook, if you're on the run, if you've got too much on your brain, if you're traveling, if you're in between schedules, or if you just don't know how to get stuff that looks like this into this, and yet you should know this is really important for this. 8Greens, you'll meet her. Her name is Dawn. She's amazing. She comes all the way over from across the pond to be with us here because she started this brand. And I'm going to tell you, it started in like 2018, 2015, 15 or 18? 16. None of the numbers are right. With, yes, her effervescent green tablets, which give you all those 8 greens and real veg kind of nutrients in something drinkable. Then years later, she came up with gummies. Guess what? Now she has a TSV at midnight. You are going to get either a 30 or a 60 or a 90 or a, drum roll please, the newest, which we've never been able to offer a 4-month supply before because she doesn't do auto delivery, so you just have to stock up and save. Now you can get a 4-month supply. That's 120 days, and almost everybody is going with that. The second wow new is flavors. Because yes, you love the juicy peach that feels like saliva collecting in your jowls. Everybody certainly goes for mango because, again, it has that tropical flair. I'm just going to tell you the up top here. Is this our? Apple. Apple, thank you. I didn't realize we, okay, yes, fine, apple. And then orange is not shipping until January, but worth waiting for. Dawn, come on out. Orange is the new flavor. And I am telling you, peach, oh, is peach shipping in January?
Peach is the January one.
Listen, aren't you glad we're doing this now so that by midnight, this is flawless.
She'll have it down.
I'll have it down. This.
And she'll have had 8,000 breath mints. I was waiting, last year you had like the bag of breath mints.
I know, because last year I said, listen, this is what I ate today. Basically like 27 Tic Tacs.
She does not eat well.
No, and so, but this, if I take 4 of these a day, this is essentially a week's worth of great vegetable nutrition. And you've sold with us here and our help over 9 million 8Greens products. I mentioned the little effervescent tablets. Then we got into the gummies. The gummies alone we've sold like 600,000 of. What? You gotta explain how this brand started and what these gummies do for us.
Yes, so I'm gonna quickly explain how it started. When I was 25, I had a very serious illness, and when Western medicine could do no more, I traveled the world to end up back to the basics of food. These greens brought me back to life. Now, when you're on your knees, you'll eat this and figure out that, and you'll figure out this, and then you go to real life, and you've got kids and work, and you can actually go out and live in the world, and these become really, really, really impossible. So I spent years making these into these. So the thing is, you need to know, they are the real greens. They are the 8 real greens, dehydrated, meaning the water is taken out, no heat's applied, because then you kill all the nutrients, and put into these gummies. Now, have you tried the orange? I hate to pick favorites because it feels like my child. This is the orange.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just try it.
The orange is new. The peach doesn't ship till January. Everything else ships now.
I mean, it's the best flavor we've ever made. And I know you're not supposed to pick favorites.
Wow, it takes a second, but then it's literally like you just bit into a honey bell. That's amazing.
It's too amazing.
Choose 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or the newest 120-day supply of 4-month supply. And since there's no auto delivery, stock up and save. And if you do the 120 days, the best deal. You save like over $40. 500 ordered in this show. Almost all of those are on the 120-day supply. Right. The orange, which is new, is flying. All we have is all we have. The peach, of course, is a super fan favorite. It's newer, and it ships in January. The mango, and then the OG original apple. Okay, exactly what greens are in 4 gummies a day?
Okay. What greens are in 4 gummies a day? Well, first you have the 8 greens. I know we have a graphic coming up. Wheatgrass, kale, spinach, aloe vera, barley grass, spirulina, chlorella, and
spinach. Somewhere in there.
Help me. Blue-green algae, spinach. Yes, so there's the graph. Those are the 8 greens, and those, I could just like geek out on them forever. They are from the farm. They're not extracts, which means there's no
And while you go over one side, I just want to show everybody this on my side. This is normally costly. Smells if you don't cook it right away. Broccoli, enjoyable when it starts to just erode and decay in your fridge. All of this is equivalent to a week's worth of these 8Greens gummies. So you're getting the same nutritional value out of these that this normally provides, except costs way more, takes more space to store. And candidly, like, how are you gonna eat that much broccoli, that many oranges, that much vitamin D milk? I take you over here to join Dawn, because with 800 of these TSVs, pre-launch now, few hours ahead of midnight, you can get them now. They're shipping now. Unless you choose peach, then you're waiting until January. This is what we call the equivalency table.
This is what shows why it took me 5 years to make these. So 4 gummies have as much. The food equivalencies, I want to say, are made by the U.S. Department of Food Agriculture database, not 8Greens. So you have 4 gummies, which is equal to 6 cups of spinach, 3 oranges of vitamin C, 15 cups of vitamin B6, and 7 cups of milk for the vitamin B12. So basically, think of all your Bs as energy, and the vitamin C is great for immunity in these 4 gummies.
Non-GMO, gluten-free. By the way, 4 gummies a day are only 50 calories. They are delicious. If you've got kids, and they're definitely not getting this stuff, ages 4 and up can take the 8Greens.
Yes.
Can I take you back over here for a sec?
Yeah, and the reason I made it was for kids. I'm obviously us working moms, Sean, you, me, but my kids are 11 and 14. I mean, I have to stop them at a whole dish because they're like candy.
Do you remember what happened one of the first times we worked together? I mean, I legit ate probably 27 gummies inside of an hour because I actually love gummy bears. And so, you know, if you have that oral fixation, they are that tasty. And I want to go to that next if I could. But first, 9.2 million 8Greens branded products sold on QVC. At midnight, when we have more time, we're going to ask for you to call into the hour-long kickoff and show to tell your stories, because they always land us on the floor. We can't believe how much you love this stuff and how it's changed the wellness in your life. And yet it's not hard, it's easy. And by the way, we always talk about how much sugar and other fillers are in this category of products, because normally to get this to taste good, you just have to dunk a lot of yucky stuff into it that actually ultimately defeats the purpose. That's why those drinks at the coffee chain that look like freshly juiced, it's like, oh, that's great for you. No, look at the label. It's horrible for you.
It's got like 27 grams of sugar of the apple juice to make it taste good. So this is why it took me 5 years. I mean, why would something take 5 years? Because these real greens into these gummies. Now, you were saying with all the crap in it, it was so difficult to put very few things in this. It is the real, so for example, it is the real mango that gives you the flavor in the gummy. The peach, the oranges are from the real oranges, and that is how it is so juicy and moist and squishy. And I wasn't going to do it unless they were this gooey, you know, where you just chew them, and it's like,
So you eat 4 a day.
Good luck. I have about 1 million, but yes.
And it's essentially getting into your diet what it apparently the claim is like 90% of American adults are not getting.
The CDC,
There you go.
90% of adults are not getting the minimal vegetables a day, which is a cup. And given my journey, you need these greens, but I also get you on how hard they are.
I mean, honestly, 1,500 orders placed because she never is able to do auto delivery. We always look forward to Dawn's visits. There aren't that many during the year, but we are doing one coming up at midnight officially because we want you to get in on January, which means new you, new year, but you don't have to wait till then. And just 4 little gummies a day can make a huge difference. These are the little changes.
We get an hour together. You're
Yes,
gonna
at
laugh so
midnight.
hard. She's one of the funniest people I know.
Tickets are free. Okay, so peach, apple, brand new orange, and the mango. Orange, we have 1,800 remaining in the 120-day supply in the orange. Remember, we've never had a 4-month supply either. I will see you at midnight.
See you at midnight.
Tea.
See you all.
To be continued. Mally, what's going on over here?
Where